The era of self-attestation is over. Are you ready for CMMC Phase 2? A timeline-driven guide to surviving the shift from trust to verify before the 2026 deadline. If you are listening to this podcast, you can check out the written version of it at https://substack.cpf-coaching.com. The era of self-attestation is over. The defense landscape has shifted under our feet. For decades, the Department of Defense, DoD, operated on a model of trust, allowing contractors to self-attest to their cybersecurity posture. That era is over with the publication of the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, CMMC. Final rule: we have entered an era of verified compliance. For SMB leaders, this isn't just a compliance checklist. It's an architectural challenge. Failure to achieve certification means losing your eligibility for prime contracts and subcontracts. This guide is designed to help you navigate this transition, handle controlled unclassified information, CUI, correctly, and find the resources you need to survive the shift. SMB Tech and Cybersecurity Leadership Newsletter is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber. On the timeline, the window is closing. The CMMC final rule is effective as of late 2024 or early 2025, but the rollout is phased. Do not let the phased nature lull you into complacency. The lead time for a compliant environment is 12 to 18 months. Phase 1, active November 10, 2025. Self-assessments for Level 1 and Level 2 become a condition of award. You must submit these scores to the Supplier Performance Risk System, SPRS. Lying here is a False Claims Act violation. Phase 2, active November 10, 2026. The hammer drops. C3PAO, third-party certifications, will be required for contracts involving CUI. If you aren't ready by then, you cannot bid. Strategic insight: if you plan to be ready for a third-party assessment in 2026, you must begin remediation now. 2. The core challenge: FCI versus CUI. You cannot secure what you cannot identify. Your first step is a forensic inventory of your data. Federal Contract Information, FCI. What it is: information not intended for public release, provided by or generated for the government under a contract. The requirement: CMMC Level 1. This requires 15 basic controls: antivirus, basic firewalls, passwords. Action: almost everyone has FCI. This is the floor of the DIB. Controlled unclassified information, CUI. What it is: information that requires safeguarding or dissemination controls, e.g., technical drawings, specifications, engineering data. The requirement: CMMC Level 2. This aligns with NIST SP 800-171 Rev 2, 110 controls. Key distinction: all CUI is FCI, but not all FCI is CUI. If you handle CUI, you face the full weight of the 110 controls and likely a third-party assessment. 3. Architectural strategy: don't boil the ocean. The biggest mistake SMBs make is trying to secure their entire company network to CMMC Level 2 standards. This is prohibitively expensive. Instead, use scoping to your advantage. Strategy A: the secure enclave. Segregate CUI into a specific isolated environment. How it works: only a small group of users, e.g. engineering, has access to the enclave. The rest of the company, HR, sales, stays on the commercial network, Level 1. Benefit: you only pay for expensive licenses and auditing for the enclave users. Strategy B: virtual desktop infrastructure, VDI. This is often the most cost-effective move for SMBs. How it works: users access CUI via a secure cloud desktop, like Azure Virtual Desktop, from their physical laptops. The CUI never touches the physical laptop's hard drive. Benefit: The physical laptop can often be treated as a contractor risk-managed asset, CRMA, rather than a CUI asset, significantly reducing the compliance burden on end-user devices. 4. The cloud decision, commercial versus GCC high. If you use Microsoft 365, you face a critical choice. M365 Commercial can be compliant for CUI, unless that CUI is also export controlled, ITAR. Commercial support follows the sun. Foreign nationals may access data. M365 GCC High, built for the DoD. Data resides in the U.S. and is supported by U.S. persons. It is the only safe bet for ITAR data. Cost reality. GCC High is expensive. If you have ITAR data, you likely need it. If you don't, you might get by with commercial plus strong encryption, like Prevail. 5. Free and essential resources for SMBs. You do not have to do this alone. The DoD and industry partners have released free tools to help you prepare. A. Project Spectrum, the must-visit. A DoD-backed initiative providing free tools, training, and risk assessments for the DIB. What you get: free courses on CMMC levels, self-assessment tools, and cybersecurity toolkits. Link: https://projectspectrum.io. B. CISA tool. The Cybersecurity Evaluation Tool, CSET, is a desktop software tool that guides you through a step-by-step self-assessment. What you get: it generates a system security plan, SSP draft, based on your answers. It is the standard for self-assessments. Link: https www.cisa.gov. Resources, tools, services, cybersecurity. Evaluation tool, CSET. See official assessment guides. Do not guess what the assessor will look for. The DoD publishes the exact exam key. CMMC Level 2 Assessment Guide. This PDF explains the assessment objectives for every single control. Link: https dodco.defense.gov. Portals, 0 documents, CMMC Assessment Guide L2 due PDF. NIST SP 800-171A, the Assessor's Guide. It breaks down controls into objectives, e.g., is the system defined? Is it documented? Link: https csrc.nist.gov pubs sp 800-171 final. DoD CUI marking and registry. Confusion about what is CUI is common. Use the official registry and marking guides. Link: https www.sc8@mil. Portals, 91 documents, CTP, CUI, 2110, 18% to CUI percent, 20 quick print tohini start print 20 guide, percent 20 final, .pdf. 6. Budgeting for Reality 2025 Estimates. CMMC is a capital investment. Based on recent market data for a small entity, 50 employees, here is what you should budget for Level 2 compliance. 7. Common pitfalls to avoid. Ignoring physical security. Remote workers are in scope. You don't need cameras in their homes, but you do need a policy requiring lockable doors and clean desks. FIPS encryption. Your encryption must be FIPS 142.3 validated. Standard AES 256 isn't enough if the module isn't validated. Check your VPNs and endpoint protection. The MSP trap. If your managed service provider, MSP, has administrative access to your CUI environment, they are in scope. They don't necessarily need their own CMMC certification, but they must be assessed with you or provide FedRAMP equivalency if they are a cloud provider. Ensure your MSP is CMMC capable. Rev 2 versus Rev 3. NIST released Revision 3 of 800-171, but the CMMC rule is legally tied to Revision 2 for now. Do not audit against the wrong standard. 8. Monday Morning Checklist. Register for an account on https www.projectspectrum.io. Download the https dodiciodefense.gov portals.0 documents CMMC Assessment Guide L2V taunt PDF. Honor inventory your contracts. Do you have DFARS 7212 clauses? Do you handle CUI? We talk to your MSP. Ask them specifically, are you prepared to be assessed as part of our CMMC Level 2 audit? Start your System Security Plan, SSP. If you don't have one, you have nothing. The era of trust is over. The era of verify is here. Use these resources to build a compliant, resilient architecture that keeps you in the fight. Thanks for reading the SMB Tech and Cybersecurity Leadership newsletter. If this blog has brought value to you, please feel free to share it with others so they can gain from it. Some security tools you can consider for improving your business security posture. OmniStruct provides the strategic expertise to build and scale your privacy, GRC, and security programs, empowering your team to achieve its goals without sacrificing compliance. By serving as your embedded security partner, BISO, OmniStruct delivers the executive-level guidance and hands-on support needed to mature your security posture and align it with your core business objectives. https omnistruct.com partners influencers meet OmniStruct.